We have arrived in the USA.
Finally.
And wow. First place we came was straight to Santa Monica Beach. One of our favorite places in the world.
You need to emphasize that more. We came straight to the beach when we got off the plane.
We did. Pretty sweet. You can see, if you guys haven't seen it before, get ready. This is the coolest place ever. They have almost every single gymnastics apparatus here, including a lot of just different setups to just play around on. There's so many cool people around just playing around as well, so you'll just meet like-minded people. It's just such a cool place to be. Today we're doing our rings sequences and our planche floor line work, and we're going to do that all here at Santa Monica. And we've been invited by some locals to a nearby, it's in Malibu, flying rings over a lake. I don't really know what to expect, but they said it's sort of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so we're definitely keen to check it out. You just got to be creative with, utilizing what you've got around you. Oh, we have sharks. Yes! So it's going to be an interesting challenge today. We're both slightly jet-lagged, adjusting well. Everything's a bit different, so it's just going to take a little bit of adjusting, but I'm sure we're going to get stronger as a result of these little challenges. This week the program shifts into its third phase, reducing some of the accessory work and further shifting our focus to the goals specifically. For example, we're now training ring sequences 3 times a week rather than 2, and we're only doing trunk strength once a week rather than twice. The ring sequences and weights exercises have also slightly changed, as you'll see shortly. Let's get started with ring sequences. So I found this sequence to be a bit more challenging, or just different on these rings. The handstand feels a little bit different. I don't know why, but it just does. But the more I train it, the more used to it I'm getting, and I'm sure in just a few sessions it'll become normal anyway. Yeah, that was definitely a better set than when I first tried this. It's good to see that it's improving. It just shows that if you're training at a different location with different equipment, it doesn't really matter. You'll adjust quickly and you'll keep gaining strength, getting stronger anyway. That way you can just train with whatever you have, and then if you go back into a gymnastics center, you'll be stronger and you'll be better. So it really doesn't matter if you don't always have access to a professional gymnastics center. Hey guys, we're here with Antranik today. We're just trying some new things here. I was just talking to Antranik and the sort of hamstring flexibility came up. I've been finding that the Jefferson curl is great, but I'm sort of plateauing a little bit, I feel, in my hamstring flexibility. And Antranik had some great points about new exercises that I'm going to be incorporating in the future and doing them pretty much every day. So can you tell us a bit about them, please?
Sure. It's a head-to-toe stretching protocol, meaning the goal is to get your head as close to your foot as possible eventually. And it's really a unilateral hamstring stretch, meaning you stretch one hamstring at a time. And this is a lot more effective than doing it both at the same time. It's been effective, really effective for me. There are a couple prerequisites. One is that you should be able to bring your palms flat on the floor with a straight leg. And also, if you're familiar with the Jefferson curl, it's recommended that you be able to do 25% of your body weight for reps and pausing at the bottom. You just need to find a place to put your foot up on something like this. So anything to help dorsiflex your ankle. What I do is I'm gonna work on my right leg now, and I keep the right leg straight and I bend the left leg. You're gonna have to remind yourself to keep this bent and keep this straight at times as you do it. And then I'm gonna start with trying to get the elbow on the same side, so the right elbow down to my big toe, okay? And so I put my right hand on my left shoulder just to put it there. And then I reach down, I hinge down, and I try to bring my elbow to my big toe. And the way to gauge that is I like to do this hang loose symbol. I put my pinky on my big toe and try to touch my elbow to my thumb, like that. And if you can't If your elbow can't reach, it's okay. Just pulse in it. Like let's say you're like this, just pulse in it, and you might find that you can if you have the prerequisites by the end of your third set. So beyond that, you're gonna go from this to a fist plus thumb, and then just a fist, and then 4 fingers, 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 finger until your elbow hits the foot. After you hit the elbow to foot on the same side, you do the same progression with the opposite elbow. And when you could do it like that, then you do the same progression, trying to get your chin to your foot. So your head will eventually touch your foot. I thought this was impossible given my ratio with the long legs and maybe shorter torso, but I've been making progress, and if I could do it, you could do it too. Ideally, you should do 3 sets of 72 pulses on each leg every day. It's just a number that is very effective. It's, you know, if you do 70, it's still gonna work. But I've gone through many days where I've done multiple sets of just 30 to 50 pulses, and I was stuck in a plateau. It really is beneficial to go all the way to the 72 reps, and if you feel extreme soreness and or pain, then obviously you shouldn't do it, but soreness is normal. Pain is a little different, so if you feel pain, you should back off.
Untitled has his own YouTube channel, so definitely check that out.
My YouTube channel is basically highly oriented toward beginners and body weight oriented exercises. There's something that applies to everyone in terms of how to move your body and gain more control.
We're gonna get into some slacklining now. Never really done it before, so I don't know what to expect. And we'll also be finishing off the rest of that session. We did that first ring sequence and then we came straight here, so we'll be finishing off the rest of the usual ring sequences and also the floor planche work very soon. We're back at Santa Monica. It's about 8:30 p.m. Obviously it's dark, but we just had to get this session done. We just got back from the slacklining session and there was no option to hang rings up there, so we decided we'll do it when we get back to the beach. Now I haven't eaten properly at all today. I had breakfast and that's been it. So it's not ideal at all. It was about 12 hours ago. Yeah, I had some fruit during the day, but that's not ideal. And because of that, I don't want to push myself too hard in these sets. I just don't feel like my body it's just not ready, nutrition wise and rest recovery wise. So I'm just gonna be doing this Caesarean on level 4. I did the first set in level 3, felt very easy, so I'm gonna go level 4. I'm sure it's still gonna be quite easy, but I don't wanna be pushing myself today just because it's an abnormal session where, yeah, just things haven't been quite right. Yeah, that was a good challenge. It was quite difficult. Significantly more difficult than level 3, just not feeling optimal rest-wise, nutrition-wise. That's the kind of difficulty that I want for today. As you'll have noticed, Niall's made some changes to ring sequences for the next 6 weeks of the program. One of the 2 previous sequences has been removed and replaced with individual sets of Caesarean to cross, kip to Maltese, and Caesarean to support. Niall explained that this change was made to start training the Caesarean more specifically, as the program is now shifting from the more general strength building phase to focus on building strength for the specific goals. Oh my gosh. How do you feel about that one, Tyson? Do I feel really heavy?
No, you don't feel as heavy as the last few times.
Awesome. I personally feel quite heavy, but I feel like I'm improving.
Yeah, I ain't saying it's light.
This one, it's actually harder than Caesarean to cross, and you have to press the support, not just to cross level. I feel Niall has added this one in just to mix it up by still training the Caesarean movement, but slightly different to the Caesarean to cross, and therefore just another way to build strength through the movement.
If I said yes, I'd be a bad person.
Now on to the planche, circuit and floor work. First thing we're doing is the Swiss ball lean. Now at the beach we don't have a Swiss ball, we didn't bring one with us while we're traveling, so instead a simple workaround would just be Tyson holds my ankles. You'll notice in this section in particular we're just being creative in overcoming the problem of not having the perfect equipment on hand. We're still getting a very similar workout regardless, so hopefully this inspires you guys to just be creative if you don't have the exact equipment that you want available.
Bad.
Straight straights are a little bit difficult at this beach, mainly because I need to be supported and the spotter needs some kind of platform to stand on to be able to give me the proper leverage, and no such platform is around at 10 p.m. at night on the beach. Definitely if we lived here, if we were here for a decent amount of time, we'd sort something out for that, but just being travelers with no baggage, we don't have anything to use. Not a big issue. Instead, I'm just going to be doing tuck presses and negatives. It's the same motion, just a much simpler variation, but I'm still getting the similar workout and it's still a good challenge. And I'll definitely be going back to straight straights when I can. Jeez. It is really hard. I know it's such a basic progression, but fatigue is setting in, mentally and physically. Tough session. Just gonna keep pushing through as best I can. That's what you have to do on these tough sessions. You just gotta do the best you can, be smart, listen to your body, but also don't go easy on yourself for no reason. Even if you don't feel like, if you feel hungry, doesn't matter, get through the session, push as hard as you can while being smart. I'm just thinking if I can get through this workout decently, which I feel like I'm doing, I can get through anything. And it's making me confident that I am going to get these goals because I'm doing them now in the most, well not in the most, but in really difficult conditions. So when I'm pumped and feeling good and having had appropriate rest and nutrition, I'm going to smash it.
He's feeling heavy tonight.
Pretty happy with that. We've had to be quite creative with this one, so what we've done is we've just gotten a ledge. You can grip the sides and you can still get the range of motion that you need. Simply I've just got Tyson resisting. That's always a great option if you don't have anything else. He can put just the amount of resistance that I need to make it a good set. This one is really out of the comfort zone I suppose, but we're still finding a way to make it work and having a good workout regardless. We're using these bars here because they're magnificently high. Definitely high enough for me to hang a bag off my feet and still not touch the ground so I can get full range of motion in the leg lift. Made me look massive, bruh. Yes. We don't have ankle weights as we usually would. We don't have dumbbells around here, so instead we're just simply using my bag. It's just packed full of training gear, the rings, great car alarm, the cross trainers, water, just things like that. I'd say it weighs about 7-8 kilos, so it's around about what we'd want anyway. So if you don't have your own ankle weights, get creative, get a bag, put some things in it to make it weigh approximately whatever weight you need, and that way you can still do these same exercises. There's no one on the footpath. There's normally always people on the footpath.
Hello, Mr. Potter.
Hey!
Not loud enough. Hello, Mr. Potter.
No, I can't do it. definitely getting better. I can feel it. I feel like my hips are just piking only a little bit now. Still trying to get it to the point where they stay completely open during the entire movement. But I'm feeling stronger and I'm enjoying the progress on this one. That brings us to the end of this unique workout. Definitely hasn't been ideal. It's past midnight now. I'm hungry, a bit tired, dirty, need to go to the bathroom. It's just not, ideal. But we got through the workout and relatively happy with everything. I actually did feel better today than I did after getting off the plane being a bit jet lagged. So I'm improving. And it's important that we stay consistent with the program, even in these hard sessions when you'd rather be eating and sleeping than training. It's important to keep your priorities straight. I'll be eating and sleeping now anyway, so it's all good. So I'm gonna go get some dinner now, have some sleep, and we'll be coming straight back to Santa Monica Beach for the next workout.